This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Wednesday, 29th January 2025. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. The Royal Saint Lucia Police Force is reporting another case in the First National Bank Saint Lucia Limited bank robbery. According to officer in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department, Anantha Wilson, on Wednesday, 22nd January 2025, police force personnel conducted a joint exercise in Saint Lucia Castries, which resulted in the execution of a warrant to search for property at the residence of 47-year-old Palmerston Celestine, a person of interest in the robbery investigation.
During the execution of this search warrant, officers recovered a quantity of controlled drugs, namely cannabis and cocaine. Consequently, the Criminal Investigations Department in Castries initiated an investigation into these recoveries, leading to Palmerston Celestine being charged with the following offenses: 2 counts of possession of controlled drugs and 2 counts of possession of controlled drugs with intent to supply.
Whilst investigations into these drug-related matters were being conducted, personnel from the Special Investigations Unit were actively pursuing leads regarding Palmerston's involvement in the robbery on 28 August 2024 at Shock Castries. The evidence collected by the investigators was probative, and as a result, Palmerston was also charged with 3 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of robbery and 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery. Palmerston Celestine was taken before the magistrate's court, where he made an application for bail on the matters for which he was charged. In relation to the drug offenses, he was granted bail in the sum of 12,000 EC dollars. Following additional charges brought against him in relation to the robbery, Palmerston was escorted to the First District Court for a bail hearing, where he was remanded into custody. In other news, Patrick Gillo Bernardine, affectionately known as Gillo, was a revered figure in his community, his melodious voice capturing the hearts of generations. He was deeply passionate about preserving St. Lucia's cultural traditions and remained committed to his craft throughout his life. He passed away on January 27, 2025, leaving behind a legacy to envy.
Saint Lucia has lost a cultural giant, Patrick Gillo Bernardine, a beloved storyteller, actor, and master folk practitioner from Belvieu Fort, who passed away on January 27, 2025. His legacy as a guardian of Saint Lucian heritage, particularly in wake-keeping traditions, Wulela commentary, and lawas, has left an indelible mark on the island's cultural landscape. His nephew, Sylvanus Charles, better known as Sly, reflected on the profound impact Gillo had on his family and the wider community.
Well, Gillo was my uncle, and I must say he was one of my favorite uncles, easygoing man, so easy to speak to, so jovial, always loved to make people laugh. He used to take the spotlight, because he was always in the mood to crack jokes and make light of any moment, you understand? So, everyone he met, he had an impact on them, positive impact, people love to be around him, so I know the community, especially with the fact that he was so deeply, rooted in the cultural aspect of it, every Laros group, every Laros seance they would have, he would be an integral part of that. And I know the whole community, and especially the diaspora, they will miss him.
In 2024, after a medical scare, the community came together to honor Gillo with a tribute concert, celebrating his immense contributions to St. Lucia's culture. Sly recalled the overwhelming support Gillo received, a testament to the love and admiration people had for his uncle.
He had that little moment where we celebrated him in December, and the support that the community and the wider Saint Lucia show, it was very, very, very heartwarming to see. And I know we are going to miss him. We are really, really going to miss him, as his impact on the folk aspect of the music. I don't know when we will get someone, to be at that level, of what he did for the music. So the community will miss him. We will miss him, and the family, the grief, the sadness, it's there. But we still celebrate his life. We watch his videos of him dancing and singing, and we take joy in that. So
Sly, from a very tender age, was immersed in the music and culture thanks to people like Gillo. As such, he was able to take inspiration from him and is now a recognized voice in Saint Lucia and abroad. Sly promised to continue pouring his heart into his craft, just as his uncle did.
And I've pledged to, continue the music, with his memory, as an inspiration for me. I'm growing up, so I'll definitely do that and carry on what he started, So, yeah, man, it's a painful loss, but we celebrate his life, and we are thankful that, we could have experienced him for who he was and everything that he contributed.
Since Gillo's passing, government officials, cultural organizations, and individuals have expressed their condolences, acknowledging the deep void his absence has left. His contributions to Saint Lucian culture will be cherished, and his family, friends, and the community take solace in the lasting impact of his work. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
The Castries port has been buzzing with excitement since the beginning of the cruise ship season, welcoming several ships to berth there daily. Unfortunately, the dreams of passengers to visit Saint Lucia was crushed on January 29th after the ship cancelled its call to Castries following vaccination requirements. Chrissy Bakey shares more details in this report.
The island's tourism sector, most especially tour and transport operators, took a hard hit on Wednesday as a cruise ship carrying thousands of passengers did not make its scheduled trip to Saint Lucia. This was due to health protocols related to yellow fever vaccination requirements. While reports suggest that the vessel in question was the Resilient Lady, officials have not confirmed the name of the ship. The vessel was scheduled to dock at Port Castries on January 29th, but allegedly had previously made a stop in Colombia, a country that triggers Saint Lucia's yellow fever entry requirements. In a newly released statement, the Ministry of Health and the Saint Lucia Tourism Authority addressed the situation, emphasizing the nation's commitment to public health and tourism safety. The statement read, quote, Saint Lucia's cruise tourism sector remains committed to the health and safety of both citizens and visitors. In full compliance with the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, we prioritize well-being and adhere to established health protocols. Regarding a cruise ship that was scheduled to visit Port Castries on January 29th, the vessel previously docked in a destination requiring yellow fever vaccination for entry into Saint Lucia. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, in ensuring all necessary precautions are taken, informed the vessel in advance that permission would be granted for entry and the disembarkation of passengers bearing proof of yellow fever vaccination. Considering this, the vessel cancelled its call to Port Castries. The Saint Lucia Tourism Authority and its industry partners remain committed to maintaining the highest health and safety standards, while stimulating economic benefits and delivering a seamless experience for visitors and citizens alike. End quote. Although the decision significantly impacted the tourism sector for the day, officials stressed that such protocols are necessary to protect the local population from potential health risks. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
The cries for justice by the mother of 27-year-old Stefan Yudovic have seemingly been heard as police provide an update in the case and release new information on two males who have been charged with the murder.
And that's my son, Stefan, tall boy. And the person, you will pay for it. It will be a month, 2 months, 3 months. But trust me, God will give me my vengeance. And I know I'm going to succeed. So be careful what you say and what you do. That's my son. And you're going to pay for it.
Less than a week ago, on the 20th of January, the mother of 27-year-old Stefan Yudovic, also known as Tallboy of Lakwamengo Marigo, who was fatally shot during a robbery at New Development Bel Air on Tuesday, 10th December 2024, had called for justice for her son. Now, as of the 29th, police have released information that 2 males have been formally charged with Yudovic's murder. According to Inspector in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department, Nathan Wilson, officers assigned to lead the investigation into Yudovic's murder pursued all leads with diligence and determination to ensure justice for the deceased and his loved ones. Their relentless efforts, she says, yielded results identifying 2 suspects in connection with the homicide.
Consequently, a coordinated operation involving the Special Services Unit, Special Operations Team, and the Major Crimes Unit was launched to apprehend them. On Wednesday, 22nd January 2025, this operation led to the arrest of 24-year-old Tangson Alfred, also known as Payson, and 27-year-old Kieran Emerson Emmanuel, also known as Beige, both of New Development Bel Air.
On Monday, 27th January 2025, officers of the Major Crimes Unit formally cautioned and charged Tangson Alfred and Karen Emmanuel with the murder of Stefan Yudovic. They were brought before the 1st District Court for a bail hearing where they were remanded into custody pending further deliberations in their prosecutions. As investigations continue, Wilson left an important message with the public.
Though proceedings are still in their early stages, the dedication and perseverance of the officers involved in this investigation are commendable, as are the members of the public who contributed to this positive outcome. While you may not be named individually, your efforts are acknowledged and sincerely appreciated. The fight against crime is a shared responsibility. We are all stakeholders. Therefore, you, the people we serve, are our partners. You're urged to continue supporting the efforts of the RSLPF as we endeavor to make Saint Lucia a safe place for all people. In conclusion, you're left with this simple advice. If you spot it, report it. Thank you.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Coming up next, the Southern Gem Foundation gives 3 Saltibus Youth scholarships, and Mass Dominique hosts its official launch in Saint Lucia. The details to these stories and much more when we come back.